Okay, here we go guys. Now look, two really simple things that I think are useful for anyone who's into sport, fitness, running, or just generally keeping well. I often find that hips are super weak, and it has a knock-on effect at the knee because your hips control what happens further down the leg. Equally, feet also control what happens, and if you have feet that are a bit weak and a bit flexible, as well as weak hips, well, there's a recipe for disaster, and that tends to be in the middle of the leg. Now look, two quick tips here. So I'm going to do a strength test. So if I take this nice straight leg to 45 degrees, right, can you hold it here? Can you hold it? Here we go, I'm going to press, come on, hold. Now that's easy for me to take down, a sure sign that there's some weakness around the glute, so you want to be strengthening that up. Number two position, going to come into kind of the modified clam, so the foot's floating, the leg's up. Here we go, you're going to hold my leg here, come on, don't let me push this down, don't let me push it, don't let me push it, don't let me push it. And again, down it goes. So two movements there that you really need to be training, all right? And we'll get the rubber band out and we'll do a bit of that in a second. Right, so following on from what we've just seen, this young lady is now going to start to do some strengthening exercises for her hips, and these are the exercises that she's going to do. So with a nice straight leg, just lift it up and down for me, please. There we go, look, the leg is coming up, the leg is coming down. And she is going to work until she's quite tired, and hopefully if she's doing this right, she's going to feel the issue, or feel that she's working the hips right around the outside portion of the hip, okay? And you might want to turn your toes towards the ceiling as well when you do this. There you go, brilliant. So we really emphasize the turning motion, okay? That's exercise number one. If we then come into the bent knee position, like we did with the testing, so it's the modified clam, so the foot is just off the other one, yep, and then she's going to open the clamshell, really turn that knee up towards the ceiling. There you go, brilliant. So look, we see here, foot's floating and the rubber band is the resistance. And I've just put in a roller behind the low back there to emphasize that that should not fall over, because that means you're isolating the work to the hip. Some people try and cheat and they roll from their back and all they're doing is twisting their spine and not working their hip. Go on, knee to the ceiling. Go on, up, there we go, and control it down. Perfect. So look, there are your first couple of exercises, things that are going to really strengthen up your hips, okay? And it's going to improve everything, particularly if you want to be back to running, okay? It's good for knee control, so we're not going to do any of this and rock and roll. The muscles of your hip are going to keep things located, and you're going to be able to have a straighter, stronger, more stable leg and knee.